Good evening and welcome to the Rockefeller Oval here in beautiful Yonkers, New York for this evening's game between the Chicago Gin Drinkers and the New York Haberdashers. At this time, I'd like to introduce the starting lineup and batting order for the visiting Chicago Gin Drinkers. Batting first, the shortstop, number 19, Spank Kemp. Batting second, third baseman, number 14, Bespoke Dunks. Batting third, the right fielder, number 22, Joe Nelly. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 12, Ainsley Snakewhacker. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 10, Trant Sovin. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 21, Framp Fuller. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 3, Gert Junction. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 5, Lavender Sandalbags. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 32, Tom Bowler. And it's hats off to the Dashers. Let's give a good cheer as they take the field, your home side. The third baseman, number 6, Foul Ball Dunkins. The left fielder, number 11, Versi Moore. The shortstop, number 10, Loud Juice Kendrick. The second baseman, number 15, Pefty Wilcone. The first baseman, number 28, Moss Wirtz. The right fielder, number 40, Whiny Jagoff. The center fielder, number 34, Rabbit Bracken. The catcher, number 12, Doug Lumps. And taking the mound, your starting pitcher for the New York Haberdashers, number 21, Hetzel Good.
We are on the air on your radio dial. This is WJZ, New York's home of the New York Haberdashers. My name is Scooch Closer. This is the 38th game of our 90-game Continental League season for this, the year 1921. The Rockefeller Oval is the location here in beautiful Yonkers. And Hetzel Good is on the mound for the New York Haberdashers to take on the Chicago Gin Drinkers.
No, that's inside.
New signee, Spank Kemp.
No.
One of the standouts for the Bakersfield Golden Suns. Leads off, he is the shortstop for the Gin Drinkers. He will walk to first. Not the worst thing possible, and already was seeing Hetzel Good having a bit of an injury issue. He was sort of waggling his arm. I'm sure he could rub some dust or some dirt on it, perhaps find a salve cream or ointment for it. Perhaps he better call salve. That is going to be right to Wilcone. He does not have a chance to make the play at first. And Bespoke Dunks, a Portland Racket player that was signed by the Gin Drinkers. They really just loaded up on new talent in that first break of the season between games 30 and 31. Joe Nelly is going to single to left field. He's a tried and true Gin Drinker. Well, he is, for this season, he signed from the New York Haberdashers last year. Acquired in the expansion draft. He is going to single to left field. That was Versi Moore taking it. And Ainsley Snakewhacker, oh my goodness, he has slammed it in the grandest of fashions. Well, right off the bat, he has hit it to industry. And Chicago have taken a 4-0 lead. And Hetzel Good may be making this an early exit, as that injury may not be seeming all that good for him, and giving up a grand slam home run. Well, here we go. Trant Sovin pops it up into foul territory. That is Doug Lumps with the catch.
No, that's high.
That was home run number 10 for Ainsley Snakewhacker of the Gin Drinkers.
Ball outside.
He has now totaled 33 runs batted in, getting himself and 3 others. It is 4-0, and Framp Fuller will walk to first. This has become an absolute disaster to get things started, and what was going to be a fantastic matchup of starting pitchers has gone completely out the window. Wash Muscles has to come back in. He is a former haberdasher and still a haberdasher. He's spent the start of this season in the Nursery League playing for the Nashville Fire. He was called up in the most recent break, and he is been solid so far this season, 1-0. And that's going to be out to Versimore. And I do believe I made a mistake to my cards. I believe it was Sovin that was walked. I thought he had popped it up into foul territory. But here is Gert Junction. Hits that one foul. Gert Junction, bit of a journeyman. Third team in as many years. He was a Boston Ruffian last year. He played for the Chicago Teetotalers. He has found his way back to the Windy City, the second city, for his second team in Chicago. He's now a gin drinker. A 268 average. And he's going to strike out swinging, so that's 2 away right away for Wash Muscles, who has come in after the walk of Trant Sovin. And you effectively have to be a starting pitcher today. It will have to be a team effort for the haberdashers in their bullpen. There's also Franco Yellington, Rake Wishwash, and the closing pitcher, Delmar Uptown. There are the starting pitchers, of course, but that is more of a sort of emergency situation. Well, Sandbags will ground it right to Loud Juice Kendrick. Is there in time for a single. Here is the pitcher, Tom Bola. We have not seen him pitch yet. He's actually already batting his round. Bola is a rookie for Gin Drinkers. Did not spend any time in the Nursery League. This is his first proper season of baseball. He's going to strike out swinging. And mercifully, that will bring an end to the inning. Well, a grand slam home run by Ainsley Snakewhacker. Brought to you by Industry Brand Colognes, Perfumes, and Fragrances. If you are going out for the rest of the town and you want a lady to love what is smelling, what they are smelling, you say, my dear, that is the clean scent of Industry. Found wherever smells are sold. Well, the first out is recorded. Foul ball. Duncan's popping that one into foul territory. There is Mercy Moore. He's going to hit it right to Bespoke Dunks. Throw to Junction is in time, 2 away. The Dashers have a 17-20 record. They are 7.5 games out of first place. They are 2 games behind the Chicago Gin Drinkers, who are 15-22, or ahead of them, excuse me, who are 15-22. But are playing like quite the better team. Loud Juice Kendrick is going to get the first hit of the game. It's an extra base hit. It is a double. His 6th of the season. He's batting .313. And they got the ball rolling. Tom Bola has a 3-3 record, an ERA of 2.85. His 36 strikeouts. He's making his 10th start.
Ball, that's low.
Pitched 60 innings in total. Going to get Pefty Wilcone popping that one high up into the air to right field. Joe Nelly makes the catch. It strands Kendrick, and it puts a 0 on the board. The one hit, and 1 runner stranded. Way to the top of the second, Wash Muscles had to come in for the injured Herzl Good. We were hoping for a really good battle of starting pitchers, but best laid plans of mice and men. That is a... I think that's a recent book. Perhaps it's not a book. Maybe I've just made up the name. I don't know.
Take your base.
I can confirm that is a name. That is a phrase I've just made up. Maybe in 16 years someone will write something about that. Well, Spank Camp has walked to first for the second time today. And Bespoke Dunks, swing and a miss. That's the 3rd strikeout already for Wash Muscles. His 5th this season. And career strikeout, number 24 for him. Well, Joe Nelly has hit it to Industry. He's done it again. My goodness, it's a 2-run home run for Nelly. It's now 6-0. The gin drinkers are putting the hurt on the haberdashers right now. They're really tightening the screws and then unscrewing them and letting the piece of furniture fall apart to bits. Well, that's the 8th home run this season for Joe Nelly.
He's out.
And right behind him is the man who hit the grand slam 2 innings ago. Ainsley Snakewhacker, but he was disposed of for out number 2. Trant Sovin walked in his first at-bat. Here in the top of the second, they are already batting around again. Down the middle for strike 2, 1 and 2 the count.
Ball, that's inside.
Sovin played 2 years in Philadelphia, was drafted in the expansion draft, as is the case for many of these players for the Gin Drinkers. 12 to be exact of the 21-man roster originally were drafted in the expansion draft from the other remaining teams. They were able to make signings from the Nursery League South. They, of course, participated in the Nursery League West draft that happened in the break of the season. Getting things started is Moss Wertz, and he's going to hit it to industry. Well, that's how you chip away at a lead. You start things off by hitting it to industry, a home run. Moss Wertz, his 8th of the season. It is 6-1, and the Haberdashers are on the board here in the bottom of the second. There is Whitey Jagoff, 276 his average. Pops it high up into the air. Does it have the distance? It might. Oh, and they've gone back to back. It's to industry yet again. What is it in this Yonkers New York air? The balls are just soaring through it. To industry yet again. Whitey Jagoff, 6th home run this season. Career home run number 28. In his 3rd year for New York. It is 6-2. They couldn't do it again, could they? 1 and 2 the count for Rabbit Brackett.
Ball inside.
An off-season trade from the Pittsburgh Presbyterians. There's a 283 average. And he's going to be on with a single, so the hits keep coming. Against this starting pitcher Tom Bola in his rookie season. Next, 8th in the lineup, the catcher Doug Lumps.
Ball outside.
Called strike, and that's going to be a stolen base for Bracken. That will drop into shallow right field. Joe Nelly will retrieve it, and coming around, and he's in time. An RBI single. Rabbit Bracken, some aggressive base running. It is now 6-3. And in comes Gilligan Twiddle to pinch hit.
Ball, that's up.
For Wash Muscle. That's interesting. A rookie pinch hitter. Played for the Norfolk Quips earlier this season, and he's going to hit it right to Saddleback to Junction, a Fancy Dan double play. Well, Gilligan Twiddle, 284 average for him. For as a pinch hitter, he's quite the handyman you want to have in here, but into the top of the order with 2 outs, a 2-1 count. Would be so many live reads to give. And Duncans is going to be on with his first hit of the game, a single. Man batting .355, gets hit number 34 for him this season. And he's on with 2 outs. Well, I might as well get them going right now. The 2 home runs we had today from Moss Wertz and Whitey Jagoff were brought to you by Industry Brand, colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. Why smell like anything in the world when you can smell like the clean, fresh, successful scent of Industry? Fouled back behind the behind home plate. 1 and 2 pitch. It's popped up high into the air. Is Versine Moore. Should be an easy catch for Ainsley Snakewhacker. He makes a catch. And that will do it for the inning. Well, 3 runs scored, however, hampered by a Fancy Dan double play. Brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. They have styling salves, crimping powder, cream-based rinses, and of course gelatin-based treatments. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Starting things off, Fremd Fuller facing Rake Wishwash. New addition to the
Ball, that's outside.
Dashers pitching
Ball.
as well, the bullpen. Played for the Norfolk Whips for 1 season. Made appearances in 8 games, pitching 18 and 2/3 innings. An ERA of 2.89. 9 strikeouts. Excellent, excellent statistics. He's been 1-0 so far, an ERA of 4.70. Only pitched 7 and 2/3 innings, 4 strikeouts. Already given up a hit to Gert Johnson to get things going. 1-1 the count. It's going to be fouled for Lavender Saddlebags, who had a single in the first. High up into the air. That should be in foul territory. An easy one for Duncans, and he makes the catch. That's 2 away for the Gin Drinkers here in the top of the 3rd. Tombola will bat again. He was expecting to be doing this that frequently, but here we are. What a first inning it has been for the team in gray with accents of light blue. It's going to be on with a single. It's going to move Junction all the way sliding into 3rd. And with 2 outs, that's a 2-out single for Bola. We head back thrice around now. Spank Camp has walked both of his at-bats. They've been to different pitches each time as well.
That's outside.
Could a third different pitcher walk the leadoff batsman? Well, not yet. That's down the middle for strike 1. Why wouldn't you just take that pitch? Smashes it right into the glove of Whiny Jagoff to retire the side. Hit to the bottom of the 3rd. And the Haberdashers coming off a 3-run inning. Want to build onto it. Loud Juice Kendrick gets things started. Big swing, and that's a strikeout. That's the first strikeout today for Tom Bola, number 37 on the season for him. And he has moved his way up into the 2nd spot in the Gin Drinker rotation. As you see, this is in game number 38 of our 90-game season. The Gin Drinkers only have 1 win from their 3 games against the New York Haberdashers so far this season. The Dashers, 2 of those 3 taking the win. But again, the Gin Drinkers are a team to watch as they made a lot of good moves in the off-season. He pops that one up. Hefty Wilcone does to Ainsley Snakewhacker in center field. 2 away. And there is Moss Wirtz.
Ball high.
Moss Wirtz batting .268. He hit a home run. He got things started in his first at-bat in the bottom of the 2nd. He's going to get that one high up into the air, but not enough distance on it. Too easy for Fremd Fuller. He makes the catch, and that brings us to an end. So a 1-2-3 inning. Forced by the Gin Drinkers. They take the plate yet again. Dashers take the field. We're through 1/3 of this game. It is 6-3. The away side in the lead. You're listening to Radio WJZ. My name is Scooch Closer. This is New York Haberdashers baseball. Here from the Rockefeller Oval in Yonkers, New York. Bespoke Dunks leads off here at the top of the 4th. He pumps it high up in the air. Whiny Jagoff in right field gets the catch. And it's Joe Nelly.
Outside.
Joe Nelly had his 2 for 2 today. He has a 2-run home run that extended the lead from 4 to 6 in the 2nd inning.
That's ball 4.
He's going to walk, so this will be the 3rd time he'll touch first base today. He's made it home both times. Perhaps this could break the streak. Ainsley Snakewhacker did, in fact, hit the home run. His first at-bat today. He's 1 for 2. He's coming today with a .401 average, so he's definitely challenging for that batting title. He's tied for 4th in the entire league. He pops it up. Doug Lumps in fair territory just in front of home plate. Makes the catch. 2 away for Trent Sovin.
That's inside.
First pitch high for ball one. And what a diving catch by Moss Watts to cause the out and bring us to the end of that at bat. And I say the catch is worth a salt, which is why it's brought to you by Salt, the seasoning craze that's sweeping the nation. You can find it on menus and in grocery store shelves. Salt, you can try it on anything. Quiney Jagoff leads things off, and he hits it right into the glove of Frank Fuller on the first pitch. One away, bottom of the fourth. Rabbit Bracken will get that past the jumping glove of Lavender Sandalbags. He's going to be on with a double. That is 2 for 2 today for the 7th spot in the batting order. Rabbit Bracken, his second Continental League season for the Haberdashers. And that's, actually I take it back, that's a triple. He made it on the third. I thought he stopped at second. Well, I'm going to have to go ahead and make some pen scratches into my note sheet here. And the Dashers, Doug Lumps with an RBI single, bringing home Bracken. Lumps now 11 RBIs in the season. That's his second today. It's 6-4. And here is the pitcher, Rick Wishwash.
You're out. He's out.
And he will hit it into a Fancy Dan double play to end the inning. Popping it up to the catcher, trying to bunt. Popping up to the catcher, Tronshoven. Getting Lumps off the bag at first. That Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more quaff in your quaff with Fancy Dan. Top of the fifth, Frank Fuller gets things going. Wishwash back on the mound. Starting his third inning of pitching today, coming in for Wash Muscles, who had to replace Herzl Good, who went out in the first inning with an injury. That is popped up for out number one. And Gert Junction, the first baseman. 1-0 pitch, hits it right to Pefty Wilcombe, makes the throw in time to Wirtz for 2 outs. And it's Lavender Sandalbags.
Nope, that's high.
Lavender Sandalbags 1 for 2 today with a single in the first inning. A 248 average for Lavender Sandalbags. He was actually drafted in the expansion draft from the intra-city team, the Chicago Teetotalers. He spent his first season back in 1919 in the Pittsburgh Presbyterians. He's going to pop it up to Doug Lumps and retire the side. So halfway through this game, can the Haberdashers continue to claw back into this one? They were down 6-0. A 3-run second inning, a 1-run fourth inning. They're now only down by 2. And Rick Wishwash, as far as I'm concerned, can still pitch. He had a very quick inning again. Tom Bola has been still dealing pitches. 4 innings so far, 8 hits. 4 earned runs and 1 strikeout to his name. They've been finding cracks in his armor, has the Haberdashers. And Duncan smashes that one high, but it doesn't look like it has the distance. It's going to go into the glove of Snake Quacker. 1 out. Down here in the bottom of the fifth. Versi Moore, 0 for 2 today for Versi. It's that high, that's going to drop, but where will it drop to? It'll hit the wall. Well, right below those bricks in center field, he's on with a stand-up double. The 10th double of the season for Versi Moore. Very good at-bat them. Here's a Loud Juice Kendrick. Struck out his last at-bat, but has a double today as well.
Nope, high.
313 average, doesn't do as well when runners are in scoring position. He does, however, have 24 runs batted in this season so far.
Outside.
Last season in New Ohio, he had 36, so he's already doing well, well above his recent performance. He played 78 games last year. Double switch coming in for the Gin Drinkers. Looks like Marley McMullet will go into left field.
Ball high.
While pitching now is going to be Boat Velocidad.
Inside.
Boat Velocidad, the pitcher. 2-1 record this season. He was acquired from the Pittsburgh Presbyterians in the expansion draft. A 2-1 record, 5.48 is ERA, 30 strikeouts. He's making his 25th appearance, and he's going to get another strikeout. That's 31, getting Pefty Will Cohn. He's going 0 for 3 today. Now, runners on first and second right now. Moss Wertz hit a home run in his his first at-bat today. He's 1 for 2 today with a home run, a solo home run, excuse me. Big swing, and that's going to be strike 3, and he is not happy. He slams his bat down into the plate in disgust and breaks it in the process. Either the amazing strength or the poor dexterity and constitution of these baseball bats. Well, Marley McMulloch makes his first appearance today at the plate. Coming in for coming in for Tom Bola.
Ball
Ninth
inside.
in the double switch. He's in left field. McMulloch has a 286 record this season. Only 2 hits from 7 at-bats, so not too many. Only has a home run to his name. He was picked up from the Memphis Mud Pigs. He played 6 games for them, had a 4.29 average for them. And that's going to be right to the glove of Moss Wertz for out number 1.
Ball, that's low.
Top of the order, 4th time through here in the top of the 6th for Spank Camp.
No, high.
Hard to say that one without spitting.
Take your base.
In fact, Spank Camp, he will walk to first base for the 3rd time today from 3 different pitches. Drake Wishwash will now head to the bench. In comes Franco Yellington. Interested to see how long Franco Yellington can make it in this one. A couple of good innings from Wishwash. We'll need a couple from Yellington as well. He does, in fact, get bespoke dunks to pop up into the right field. Quiney Jagoff with the catch. Now to Joe Nelly, who's going to be on with a single. That is a line drive, or a ground ball right to Versimore in left field. 2 outs, runners on first and second. And interesting play here, Aubrey Upjohn coming in as a pinch runner for Joe Nelly. Looks like he kind of came up with a bit of an injury. Hope he's okay. But Aubrey Upjohn will be the pinch runner at first. That doesn't seem to be strategic. That just seemed to be to recover from injury. Here's Ainsley Snakewhacker, and that's going to be out number 3 as it's caught by Quiney Jagoff. Trending the 2 runners, another 0 on the board. It's still 6-4. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Boat Velocidad is pitching. And Quiney Jagoff, the right fielder, is at the plate.
That's low.
So a straight switch, Aubrey Upjohn back up to right field to replace Joe Nelly. I'm going to lead off with Quiney Jagoff getting a single right up the middle to Ainsley Snakewhacker. He's on with his 2nd hit of the day. And the home run, of course, in the 2nd. This is Rabbit Bracken.
Ball, that's outside.
Rabbit Bracken. Triple and a single today. Bit early to be talking about the cycle, but they often say the triple is the hard one. He's got the hard one out of the way already. Of course, we've never seen that since last year. The one time in Continental League history this cycle has been hit. Better thirsty for the Chicago Teetotalers last year. Not going to be doing it there is Bracken. It's going to be popped up high in the air. Boat Velocidad calling off everyone. Makes the catch. And it was Doug Lumps who has had 2 singles today, both batting in runners.
Ball, that's inside.
Jagoff at first. Need something pretty hard hit to bring him home, although on a swing he's going to attempt to steal, and he's caught stealing. The throw in time to Sandbags, I believe it was Sandbags. And with that, Lumps pops it up into the glove of Snakewhacker, and it suddenly becomes a 1-2-3 inning. Another 0 on the board. The Gin Drinkers remain in the lead of this game, 6-4 the score. They have held on to this one, and they have largely had to take on the bullpen of the New York Haberdashers.
No, that's high.
And here comes Boat Velocidad, will stay in this game as he is clearly batting. Looking to lay down a bunt, no outs, so he's going to try to sacrifice and move Sylvan over to second base. He does not, he strikes out. Now when they bunt like that, I wonder if that's striking out swinging or just striking out looking. Let's have to see.
That's inside.
How the official scorekeepers call it.
Ball inside.
Either way, Yellington, that's his 15th strikeout of the season. He's 2-0. 5.46 is his ERA.
He's out.
Yeah, so that was, we were all a bit hearts and mouths there. Lavender Sandbags hit it to the warning track, but he was caught for out number 2.
No, that's low.
But they pardon, that was Gert Junction hitting that hard.
Ball outside.
And it's Roach behind. This is Sandbags. 1 for 3 today. The single in the first. But his last 3 at-bats will not be as successful. He pops up for out number 3. Well, we have reached the 7.5 inning stretch. Do make sure to do your calisthenics. Look lively out there. Keep yourselves limber. And coming in is Dip Pearls as a pinch hitter.
That's outside. Ball outside.
Backup catcher typically. His average this season is 200. 9 hits from 45 at-bats, and he only just, off the wall, he just missed the home run by perhaps inches. It is still a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the 7th for the Haberdashers. What a comeback they could potentially make. They made one.
No, inside.
They did make a comeback to win in the bottom of the 9th. A walk-off win, 8-7 yesterday against the Gingers. Could they do it again?
You're out.
Foul ball. Duncan does not make good contact. Frank Camp has to force the throw. The first keeps Hurls at second.
No.
Percy Moore hit a double in his last at-bat. That would clearly score Hurls from second, and he hit it again. Down the middle for strike 2 for Boat Velocidad. Moore hits it high and far. Does it have the distance? He can only watch it go over the wall. Can acknowledge it's to industry. We have tied this game up. Percy Moore. Home run number 9 this season. And the Dashers have tied this up in the bottom of the 7th. 6 runs apiece. A Percy Moore 2-run home run. Now Juice Kendrick is forced to pop it in the air. Spank Camp has to go to the outfield grass of left field. Make the catch. 2 away for Hefty. Wilcone is over 3 today. Could really use a hit for his confidence.
That's down.
He's a rookie in the cleaning up spot. An average of 358 to his name.
He's out.
He's going to line it right to Boat Velocidad for his 4th out that he's recorded today. Well, in comes the closing pitcher, Delmar Uptown.
Ball high. No, that's inside.
Facing Marley McMullet for the first time.
D-Rod.
Second at bat, he's 0 for 1 today.
That's high.
That trickled dangerously close. Ultimately was foul for a full count.
No.
And Uptown gets him to jam. Kendrick
D-Rod.
the out.
Ball outside. D-Rod.
Top of the order, Spankamp is 0 for
No,
1 today,
inside.
but he's walked 3 times. High into the air and cannot get to it. He gets his first hit of the game, and it's a single to right field. Whiney Jagoff fields it. Attempt to steal, but gets bespoke dunks right up in the air. Dumb Uptown humps himself and makes the catch. First at bat today for Aubrey Upjohn. A 244 average, but he's going to, on the first pitch, swing and ground it out to Kendrick 2 words. Well, that seems like a fair outing for Delmar Uptown. He can definitely come back out.
Ball, that's outside.
For the 9th.
High. D-Rod.
Bottom of the 8th, we're tied at 6 here at the Rockefeller Oval. My name is Scooch Close. You're listening to Radio WJZ. New York's home of the New York
He's
Haberdashers.
out.
Moss Wertz pops up to bespoke dunks for out number 1.
D-Rod. D-Rod.
Pitching here in the bottom of the 8th is Rand Thrustmaster, rookie.
Out.
Only making his 6th appearance. He does get Jagoff to ground out right to him. And a pinch hitter for the Dashers instead of Rabbit Bracken. Here comes Hud Murray, another rookie.
No, inside.
Hud Murray,
Ball, that's inside.
only his 7th Continental League at bat. He's got 2 hits so far, 1 home run to his name. He was signed in the break from the Tacoma Smelters. And on a full count, he's going to hit it right to Lavender Sandlebags. Throw to Johnston is in time. Well, Delmar Uptown will head back to the mound. And how do you like this? It is tied. First pitch is foul.
That's outside.
Outside for ball 1. Ainsley Snake Whacker.
Foul.
Starts things off, and that's going to go right past the glove of Loud Juice Kendrick. It's going to be a leadoff single for Snake Whacker. His first hit today since the home run.
No, high.
Leads the way for Trant Sovin.
Ball.
Top of the 9th, we are tied at 6. The New York
Ball,
Haberdashers
that's up.
gave up 4 runs due to a grand slam home run from Ainsley Snake Whacker in the first inning. A 2-run home run in the second from Joe Nelly made it 6-0.
We're out.
They have slowly clawed back into this.
D-Rod.
And here comes pinch hitter for the pitcher, Boob Jenner. To Kendrick, to Wertz, a fancy Dan to end the inning. The Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. All the stylings,
So,
ointments, and
that's
salves to
high.
give your hair that shimmer sheen, glimmer, and gleam. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Bottom of the ninth, tied at 6. Doug Lumps leads off by dropping it into the gap between left and center field. Marley McMullet is there. Doug Lumps with his 3rd hit of the game. And in comes the pinch hitter, Stokely Hathaway, for the pitcher.
Ball inside.
But with no
That's
outs,
outside.
the winning run is at first base. Hathaway has a 277 average.
Ball that's low.
And that's going to get past the second baseman, Lavender Saddlebags. It puts the runner at second. No outs. And we head to foul ball. Duncans. Broken bat to Junction to Camp.
He's safe.
Only a fielder's choice. 1 out gets Hathaway at second. The winning run is 90 feet away. Saddlebags to Camp. Fancy Dan double play to end the inning. And what could have been is now a tie game, heading to extra innings. With beef nuggets on the mound. The normal starting pitcher, he played yesterday. Knocked out early, so not the worst time to come back in, I guess. And that was Junction. Assuming that was Lavender Saddlebags popping that one up. Junction is on first. Marley McMullet, first pitch, pops it up into the air.
Out.
Easy catch for Duncans, and we're back to the top of the order. Their 6th at-bat today. Good people listening to Radio WJZ, we thank you for sticking with us. It is quite the exciting game here at the Rockefeller Oval. The New York Haberdashers,
Ball outside.
inches away from winning this one in the bottom of the 9th. A Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Falcon Products. Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan.
Deep ride.
Forced us to the top of the 10th.
Take your base.
And would you believe this? Spank Camp has now walked 4 times today.
Ball outside.
He has doubled his career walks.
He's
Bespoke Dunks is going to go right to Duncans, and that will be out number 3. Well, the Dashers face Raimundo Intense on the mound yet again. And it's the middle of their order, starting with Loud Juice Kendrick. Top of the 10th, they couldn't do it here, could they? Could they walk it off?
No, that's high. No, inside. Deep ride.
2 into the count for Loud Juice Kendrick. Is it high into the air? Could it drop? No, it looks like it's going to be a McMullet ball.
He's out.
One out away for Pefty Wilcombe. Boy, what a time to get his first hit of the game. He's 0 for 4 today.
That's low. Nope, inside.
Not good contact. Right to Saddlebags. 2 away. Well, it feels like ages ago, but we know what Moss Worth did in the 2nd inning. He knocked it square out of the Rockefeller Oval's park. But it does not clear the glove of Bespoke Dunks. A 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 11th.
That's up. No, high.
Well, on the plus side today, the baseball is free. You paid for your ticket, you paid for 9 innings, you're getting 11. At least. Full count for Aubrey Upjohn. Hits that one foul. And then he hits that one to Will Pigletta. In left field for out number 1. Ainsley Snakewhacker to the plate.
Ball outside.
Full count again for Beef Nuggets. Hits it high up into the air. Should be an easy one for Doug Lumps.
He's out.
Big catch, 2 away. Trent Sovin. Gone 1 for 4 today. First pitch, first swing. Moss Wirtz scoops it up. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Gin Drinkers. The Dashers, bottom of the 11th, starting things off with Whiny Jagoff. First pitch is high, ball 1.
Ball, that's inside.
Really given such an opportunity in the bottom of the 9th. A leadoff single. A runner at third. That's going to drop for another single. Jagoff with the leadoff single. And for his first at-bat today, Twill Pigletta. His 7th Continental League at-bat in his entire career. 333. So there's 2 hits so far. Has scored 2 runs. He batted in 2 as well. And he's going to hit it right to Lavender Saddlebags. It does cause Jagoff to tag up for 1 out.
Ball high.
Doug Lumps has been reliable as anyone can be today. 3 for 4, 3 singles, 2 runs batted in. Swings that one to Saddlebags, to Camp. A fancy Dan. And the inning. Well, we head to the 12th. The 12th inning, Beef Nuggets back on the mound. And I do say, I believe, all but 1 pitcher from the bullpen of the Gin Drinkers has been made an appearance. Well, getting things started. Raimundo Intense, I believe, making the lead-off single. I didn't see anyone coming in as a pinch hitter. Gert Junction hits that high up into the air. It's caught by Petty Wilcone, 1 away, but the Gin Drinkers have the go-ahead run at first at the moment. It is Lavender Saddlebags, top of the 12th at this point.
Ball, that's outside.
This is Radio WJZ. My name is Scooch Closa. I am very tired, but I am on the edge of my seat to see what happens in this game. And that's going to fall just short of Twill Pigletta. It's going to be a runner on both first and second for the Gin Drinkers. And with the go-ahead run at second base, here's Molly McMullet. Rookies put into such a high-pressure situation so early in their career. McMullet only played 6 games in the nursery league.
Infield fly.
Brand new. He's going to hit into an infield fly.
He's out.
That's going to be out number 2. Infield fly was called. Runners remain on first and second. Here's Spank Camp. And, oh goodness me, that's going to be a passed ball off the side of the glove of Doug Lumps. It moves the runners.
Take your man.
And Spank Camp is drilled in the back by that pitch. The bases are now loaded for Bespoke Dunks. This is not looking good for the Haberdashers.
Ball, that's up.
Beef Nuggets. It's that high into the air. Does Dunks. If it's caught, it's going to... It does. It strands the 3 runners. It puts a 0 on the board, and the Dashers get out of a close one. Beef Nuggets
Ball high.
takes the plate for the first time today.
Foul ball.
It's that one foul. Bottom of the 12. Big swing and a strike out for Raimundo Intense. Top of the order for the Dashers. Foul ball Dunkins. 1 for 5 today. Amazing, amazing story. The New York Haberdashers clawing back from 6-0 down. Back-to-back home runs in the second from Moss Wirtz and Whitey Jagoff to make it 6-2. Doug Lumps putting 2 runs batted in. That's going to be out number 2. And coming so close in the bottom of the 9th to walk it off for the win.
Outside.
Well, Versi Moore tied things up.
Ball, that's low.
What feels like ages ago.
That's down.
3-0 pitch. One is in, bottom corner. Strike 1. Swing, and that's right to Saddlebags. It should be, yes, it's out number 3. We head the 13th inning.
That's low.
I must admit I was not expecting
He's out.
you still be calling this game at this point. Well, Aubrey Upjohn starts things off with the first out of the game, and my goodness, we have in fact,
That's outside.
well, news has spread of this marathon game of baseball into the top of the 13th, that people have crashed the gates and are just being let into the Rockefeller Oval. 2 away, or 1 runner on. Ainsley Snake Whacker is on for the Gin Drinkers. As this is the top of the 13th here.
That's outside.
I was just about to raid you after this was over, so you beat me to it.
That's up.
I was also expecting my game to end sooner. That's going to be to Wilco, to What's a Fancy Dan to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 13th. It's a Fancy Dan. Brought to you by Fancy Dan. Follow the products for fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. Bottom of the 13th, Loud Juice Kendrick facing Raimundo Intense, who has already pitched 4 innings of relief. Tom Bowler has gone big. He has hit it high. Loud Juice Kendrick. Where does it go? It is to win it. Please walk that off. Loud Juice Kendrick walks it off in the bottom of the 13th inning. And it's hats off to the Dashers. His 9th home run of the season. His 25th of his career. And it will go down in the history books as one of the most important and pivotal home runs of the New York Haberdashers history. To industry indeed. The final score, 13 innings. The Chicago Gin Drinkers 6 runs, 15 hits. The New York Haberdashers 7 runs, 16 hits. They have made the comeback 2 games in a row against the Gin Drinkers. They did it in the 9th yesterday. They've done it in 13 today. My goodness. What a statistical fascination. The winning pitcher is Beef Nuggets, coming in for 4 innings of relief. Herzl Good going out injured in the first inning. Raimundo Intense going 4 stalwart innings of relief has in fact suffered the loss. It's a shame someone has to get that statistic, but they do. We thank our friends at the Honeywheat Tobacco Company, bringing you fresh hand-rolled cigarettes grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas. They bring you the finest dandy of the day for this and every game of the 1921 Continental League season. They bring you these, the finest dandies of the day. The third finest dandy is Versi Moore of the New York Haberdashers. He went 2 for 6 with a home run, a tying home run that brought it to an extra innings. Ainsley Snakewacker is the second finest dandy, going 3 for 7 with a home run. He slammed it in the grandest of fashions. But the finest dandy of the day, who picked up an injury, hence why he was subbed out. Joe Nelly getting a complimentary carton of Honeywheat cigarettes. He went 3 for 3 today, a 2-run home run that gave the Gin Drinkers their 6-0 lead. He is your finest dandy of the day. Brought to you by the Honeywheat Tobacco Company, who humbly request that you smoke wheat every day. Well, it doesn't get much more exciting than this, does it, folks? The New York Haberdashers have a break. They're off tomorrow. And then the league leaders come into town on Saturday. The Philadelphia Brown Trousers arrive for a 2-game series. On the mound for the Dashers will be Rasmus Auctions to face Zank Biga Spurgeon in that game. For the Gin Drinkers, they head on the bus overnight to Chicago, back home. They welcome Amalgamated Baseball Holdings tomorrow for a 2-game series. We will be back on the air for that home game on Saturday here on Radio WJZ for the New York Haberdashers. My name is Scooch. Close up. It has been a very long day. We have programming we need to get to that's already in progress. Until next time, hats off to you and hats off to the Dashers.